The launch page design is complete, and now it's time to move on to the next step, which is actually building the launch page. To start off, I'll be using the Next.js framework, which is currently one of the most popular frameworks out there. It has a nice command to quickly set up the project, and within few minutes the environment will be ready. I'm currently using the latest version of Next.js and no other UI frameworks for now. Now with the new versions comes new challenges, and one common challenge is the node version compatibility. I'm currently using Node Version Manager to manage different node versions for all the projects that I'm currently working right now. So after installing the Node v18.20, it has successfully created the project. I was very comfortable with the pages router, but with this new app router, things look quite different. I will quickly go through the docs to get a sense of all those changes for now. But I won't be going too deep, because after all, we just need to create a single launch page. For the package management, I prefer using Yarn for no special reasons. So I need to delete the default package log.json which got created when we set up the environment, and I need to install the dependencies using Yarn. Now that the environment is ready, let's launch it using Yarn dev. And look at the default UI. This looks really clean, but obviously I need to clean it up. I'll start creating the navigation that has the brand logo. It is better that the browser stays next to the code editor for quick feedback. I have another screen which has the Figma design. One day when it gets all the attention that it deserves, I may hire a professional designer to create the logo. I'm using CSS modules, which is enabled by default. For the navigation section, I'm using display flex property. If you want to learn more about this property, then check out this video from our course. The flex layout. Flex box layout allows the elements in a container to be placed either horizontally or vertically. This involves two axes. The main axis, which by default runs from the left to right, and the cross axis, which runs perpendicular to the main axis. Hope you enjoyed the quick preview from our course. Now let's get back to the coding. For GitHub icon, I created a React component from the SVG file, and I used it in the home page. Now I need to add some level of fine tuning. I'm quite obsessed with perfection. This looks cool, so navigation is done. It's time to move on to the hero section, where we first get the gradient colors from Figma and then use it in the CSS. Now I have added a title and description for the website. I will also add a text gradient to highlight the word website. I'll tweak the colors a bit to make it stand out, and then I'll add the screenshot of the application itself. I'm using responsive view width for all the sections of page, and you'll see the advantage of it. I missed adding the email capture form, so let's add it. I first created the div container that will have both input text and the button. I aligned and set the background color of the text box and the button, and it's done. Finally, I'll add the footer, and once again I'll use the display property with value set to flex. I've added the copyright text and created a separate div that will store all the social icons. I need to set the value of display property to inline block so that it takes the width and the gap for all the social icons, which are stored as the children. Now the final part is the responsive design. If you want to learn more about the responsive design principles, then check out this video from our course. Responsive design is all about making your code respond to different devices like mobile, tablets, and of course the desktops. You achieve that by using media queries in CSS, which allows you to selectively apply the CSS rules for devices with specific width. Alright, so hope you got some clarity as how the responsive design looks like. First, I'll fix the navigation by adding the border radius and then fix the font size of the title. Next, I will fix the font size of the description. As you can see, the capture email container is going out of the view. Once again, I'll use the responsive width, and for all the child elements, I will set the width to inherit so that it has the same height as that of the parent. I also made the form elements aligned vertically. Now fixing the footer was a piece of cake, and we are done with the launch page. In the next episode, I'm going to show you how we will be capturing all the early signups details, and also how do I host it for free of cost.